You are now super dead. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on this House of the Dragon reaction series. Tonight, we are continuing off with our favorite bunch of just crazy-ass family members. This one is House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 8. It just says Episode 8, but I did look it up, and I think it's called, like, The Lord of Driftmark or something like that. Last time on House of the Dragon, we had basically 3 episodes combined into one. It started off with the funeral of Daemon's wife, and then Alicent's son ended up stealing her dragon and just had a complete personality change because of it. Almost killed some of his family members, his cousins or whatever, and and he got his eye taken out, and there was that whole scuffle between Alicent and Rhaenyra. And then Rhaenyra and Daemon plotted together to basically overthrow the kingdom by killing off her husband, and luckily he got away. It was just so much happened in that 1 hour. I don't even know what to expect with this one. So anyway, guys, if you like this reaction, want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And hey, if you guys have found yourself coming back to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because I think like 80-something% of my viewers are returners and not actual subscribers. So if you hit that little subscribe button down there, it'll be a lot less hassle for you guys. So yeah, anyway, guys, I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into this episode of House of the Dragon. Again, it's Season 1, Episode 8, Lord of the Driftmark or something. Let's do it.
The ship made to look as if it were abandoned. His neck was slashed by a courser's dagger.
Do we get another time jump? That was the almost queen.
From within.
So her husband died then. Did Daemon just leave his children with her? Why another time jump? It's a little fucking exhausting, I'm not gonna lie.
I love my brother, but we must be honest with ourselves. Who will take the Driftwood throne?
My grandmother seems quite comfortable here.
She presides only in the absence of her husband.
She was gonna be the queen of the entire 7 kingdoms, dude. Like, you show some respect.
I am the sea snake's own blood.
Nobody remembers blood, just names. Who's alive now? Who's dead now? Like, Jesus. So much can happen in 6 years. I mean, look at the last time jump. 10 years, we had a whole new cast.
Driftmark is mine, and while I should like your support, I do not need it.
Oh, is he gonna try to take her out?
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
So Viserys is still alive. He's gotta look like hell right now, though. Was that another dragon egg? They found another one? Or is that dragon glass? It's dragon something or other. Oh, it is an egg! Dude just went in there and there's my boy! David just went into a dragon's nest and stole an egg? That's pretty ballsy. Only Daemon could do that. 3 eggs. A note from a raven can never be good news, pretty much. So again, we're gonna have to like learn, they're the same characters, we're gonna have to learn the faces of all these characters again. We just got introduced to them last episode and now they're just adults. Husband, uncle?
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy, and by extension, my own claim to the throne.
Raymond cares only about Driftmark.
Rhaenys believes we had her son killed.
Yes.
Oh, so he still hasn't shown up then.
Those vipers rule in my father's name, and my father...
To King's Landing, then.
Got a little incest bun in the oven, huh? I mean, I think that kid is gonna have the best claim to the throne, right? Because he's literally all Targaryen blood. So she's been in Dragon Reach all this time then, for 6 years. Her and Daemon just canoodling. Oh, and that's why he was looking for the egg, because he needs another dragon egg for this baby.
I would say it's nice to be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
That means Alicent's probably doing most of the day-to-day ruling, and it's Alicent in her green frock. I'm glad to see he's still alive.
Lord Corlys wished for his grandson, Viserys, to succeed him as Lord of the Tides.
Can he command a fleet?
Ability does not alter his claim.
We shall hear Princess Rhaenyra's petition along with those of the other claimants on the morrow. Must greet our guests.
So his family is pretty much in control of everything. That's interesting.
It's about the prince. There's been a delicate situation in his apartments.
Is that another whore?
Bullshit, because I wasn't with a hooker today. Ha ha!
Oh, some labored breathing.
Father?
It's probably not even going to be recognizable, is he? Oh, come on, Daemon, go see your brother. Oh, shit. I thought he's going to be a little more scaly, but that's probably what's covered up, isn't it?
Who goes there?
Rhaenyra.
Maybe Damon should just take one of those pillows and...
I'm here with Damon.
I mean, he looks like he's suffering, you know what I'm saying? The way he said Damon's name right there sounded like an old person dying, and... I just, you know, I've seen that, and it just reminded me of it. It wasn't a good memory. This is really good acting by that guy's part.
It's been so long.
The sea snake has taken a grave wound in battle in the Stepstones.
You won that 4 years ago.
The Triarchy is resurgent. There is a petition to decide upon the succession of Driftmark and the heir to the Driftwood throne.
Is he to all that business now?
Oh, his fingernails. You see how brown they are?
Who is that?
Oh, they already had a kid together?
This is Aegon.
Aegon.
And this is Viserys.
The kid's like, eh.
That is a name fit for a king.
Too bad he's not the firstborn son.
I'm sorry. My dear.
Was that like milk of the poppy or something for pain, or? Damn, Alicent. Oh, is that the girl that was in his apartment?
I understand you found yourself in some trouble.
I was fetching the princess's wine when I turned. I asked him to stop. You must believe me.
I'm kind of nervous about what Alicent's gonna do. Is she gonna try to cover it up or kill her?
Thank you for telling me, Diana. It wasn't your fault. And though I believe you were not to blame, others might not be so trusting.
I wasn't dreaming of anything another word to anyone. You're right.
I know you won't.
Oh no, Alicent. You're not gonna do it, are you? Oh, she's gonna pay her off. I thought she was gonna have her killed.
For your troubles. It's best to be certain.
Oh, that's the abortion tea that they gave Rhaenyra that one night. I hope that's the abortion tea and not like the the life abortion tea. But I thought like men could have bastards all they wanted. Like they could just go out and do whatever they want.
Aegon, get up!
Is this gonna be a different actor too? It's not gonna be David Tennant's son? Yeah. New actors.
The serving girl. Aegon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
It was just harmless fun.
You put the shame on your wife, on me. You are no son of mine.
I did not ask for this. I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or father.
It's always those rich kids' excuses. You expect too much of me. I just do everything I can. It's not my fault that I killed that family of 4 on the highway.
Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon.
Hmm.
It's been so long since we were granted the joy of your presence.
Yeah, still not exactly over that, is she?
King Viserys' condition has worsened since you saw him last. On the advice of the maesters.
The maesters. They who keep him on milk of the poppy while the high towers warm his throne.
Rhaenyra, if you would see him...
For the king's suffering, did the maesters also prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
The emblems of the Seven serve only to guide us.
Is that star like a new religion or something?
Which authority will sit in judgment of my son's claim on his own inheritance?
That would be mine.
I'm gonna call that Daemon is gonna kill his brother this episode just for mercy. I would want to be dead. I mean, shit. He just was out of it and he was all bandaged up and probably hasn't eaten in forever. Yeah, everyone's wearing those star things.
No one would question me being heir to Driftmark.
It doesn't matter what they think.
Wait, that's the heir? He looks a lot younger than the other kid. Is he blindfolded? Oh, he just has a patch. Sir Kristen's still doing good, it looks like. Oh, nice. Who's this dude? And they're kind of going hard just for practice, weren't they?
You're winning tourneys in no time.
I don't give a shit about tourneys.
Oh.
Nephews, have you come to train?
It's the douchebag kid. He has like a psycho look to him. He's gonna be, I think, this season's, or this series, oh god, who was that dude? The one that was like torturing Reek? I think he's gonna be that level of crazy.
He may yet live.
We must be prepared if he does not.
What are they planning? Oh, obviously he wants Driftmark.
Threat of war looms. Will you want a child at the command of the greatest fleet in Westeros?
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, Your Grace.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing.
Might I speak to the princess alone, Rhaenyra?
Everyone on this show has names that are like I know there's like a bunch of Aegons in the even in Lord of the Rings there's like the histories, but like Rhaenyra, Viserys, the other one.
You intend to advocate for yourself?
She's been doing it all this time.
Yes, it is a trap. Set by the Queen in the Hand, I'd wager, to proclaim my son illegitimate.
Yet you did worse than that with Rhaenyra.
I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death. In it, I
Damon
swear this
did,
to you.
though.
I'll make you an offer. Back Luke's claim. Let us betroth Rhaenyra's children to mine. Rhaenyra will rule in Driftmark, and the seat will pass to her and Lucerys' children in time.
Bargain with me all you like, but tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow. They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
I just don't get who's threatening her claim to the throne. Viserys is the one that assigned her to the throne. And the second in line would be Daemon anyway. Or the third, actually. I guess I'm not exactly sure the proceedings that we're about to see here. Is she gonna kill her own dad so that she has the power at the next meeting? Who knows? This is a brand new Rhaenyra.
You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe. By naming me heir, you divided the realm. I thought I wanted it.
Is she gonna relinquish her claim to the throne to Daemon, maybe? So that people won't be divided?
It's too heavy.
My only child.
If you wish me to bear it, then defend me.
How?
And my children.
Dude can barely make a sentence. You want him to come down to court and defend you?
I want to have supper, Otto. All of my family. I want us to dine together.
I don't think he's gonna make it to dinner. His back. Look how, like, just withered away he is.
We gather here with the grim task of dealing with the succession of Driftmark.
I wonder if the hammer's still there.
Sir Vaymond of House Velaryon.
It's my house. I won.
My queen, I have spent my entire life on Driftmark defending my brother's seat. I am Lord Corlys' closest kin. Unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Rhaenyra Velaryon.
Does it, though?
What do you know of Velaryon blood? I could cut my veins and show it to you, and you still wouldn't recognize it. This is a matter of blood, not ambition.
He's been waiting for this, hasn't he?
I humbly put myself before you as my brother's successor.
Thank you, Sir Vaymond. Princess Rhaenyra, you may now speak for your son.
I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
This would be a really bad time for him to come back, wouldn't it? Oh.
King Viserys of House Targaryen, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Allison's like, ah, shit. But is he gonna defend his daughter? I don't know. I really don't. I don't think anybody knew he was that bad, did they? Oh, he's wearing a mask. This is such a badass scene, and it's just an old man walking down a hall. Look at his determination. He's gonna side with Rhaenyra. His wife has been stepping out of bounds, I think.
I will sit the throne today. Your Grace.
Oh, you're fine.
I really want him to make it up those steps.
I said I'm fine. Come on.
I know he's not doing that for the love of his brother. He's doing that for his own gains, I think. Because now he's like, thank you for helping me. I'm going to side with you guys. But still, that made me tear up a little bit. That was a good moment. How bad does the left side of his face look like? Or right side?
My petitions are being heard over a settled succession. The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys' wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Sir Rhaenyra to his true-born son. As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons to Lord Corlys' granddaughters, to which I heartily agree.
Wow, okay.
The matter is settled again.
You break law to install your daughter as heir. Who deserves to inherit the name Velaryon?
Careful, dude. This is your king.
I will not allow it.
Do not forget yourself, Vaymond.
That is no true Velaryon, and certainly no nephew of mine.
Viserys is my true-born grandson.
You may run your house as you see fit, but you will not decide the future of mine.
He can do whatever he wants.
I will not see it ended on the account of this. Say it.
Oh.
Bastards!
You're dead, man.
And she is a whore.
You are now super dead.
I will have your tongue for that.
He can keep his tongue.
Call the maester!
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, fucking. No hesitation, just straight through his head. Guess you don't get any say in your house now, dude. Oh, fuck.
The body will be ready for its return to Driftmark on the morrow, my lady.
That was pretty graphic. Talk about an awkward silence. That kid hasn't said very much either. He's kind of like Damon that way. He just holds his tongue until he really needs to say something, I think.
How good it is to see you all tonight. This is an occasion for celebration, it seems. A toast to the young princess.
To thin blood.
You'll finally get to lie with a woman.
You'll be great.
You do know where to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin.
Ellison's kids are little shits. I don't like them. Oh, he's breathing over all the food. That's gross.
Gladdens my heart and fills me with sorrow to see these faces, most dear to me in all the world, yet grown so distant from each other.
Two-face situation going on.
My own face is no longer a handsome one.
It's like a
Indeed
skull.
it was.
Oh, he's got a hole in his fucking cheek.
Tonight, I wish you to see me as I am. Not just a king, but your father, your brother, husband, who may not walk for much longer among you.
Do you expect anybody to eat at this dinner?
Set aside your grievances.
His jaw's like hanging on by sinew. Did you see that?
If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man who loves you all.
That was his best shot right there, but obviously...
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen. I love my father. No one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife. And for that, she has my gratitude.
All right, Rhaenyra. Are you gonna accept it, or are you gonna keep being kind of a bitch?
This moves me deeply, Princess. We're both mothers, and we love our children. We have more in common than we sometimes allow. I raise my cup to you. You will make a fine queen.
Oh, that even surprised her dad. This is all just for his sake, though. Maybe Rhaenyra believes it, but I think she was just saying that to, you know, buy face.
If you ever wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all you have to do is ask.
What's this stand up? Oh, that's... They fought each other. He's the one that took his eye, right?
To Prince Aegon and Prince Aemond, I have fond memories of our shared youth. And as men, I hope we may yet be friends and allies.
To you as well.
You are the beast beneath the lord.
He was about to get up and defend his brother, though. I mean, damn.
Have some music.
Damn, dude. Going after his wife. He might practice on her, too. Who knows? That performance right there where he was just, it was almost like a sadness and a longing for life and for his family and more time, acceptance and denial, like all in that little bit of time. That was powerful.
Final tribute to the health of my nephews, Luke and Joffrey. Each of them handsome, wise, strong.
Aemond.
Come, let us drain our cups to these three strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? Do you not think yourself strong?
Why? Oh! What the fuck?
Why would you say such a thing before these people?
He's probably been training a lot more than they have. He's like, I see myself in this kid.
It's best, I think, if we go back to Dragonstone. Let me see the children home. I'll return on Dragonback.
The king and I would both like that.
Is the king gonna last that long? I mean, it looked like he was about to drop right there at the table. That's what's just awful about human death. Like, there's no dignity in it. Even if you last, you know, as long as you can, you're just gonna slowly suffer until you die. Like, if a dog is suffering, we're like, oh, let's put them down humanely. Let's give them a humane death. But humans are like, can't even fucking stand or talk. They're like, oh, he's got a little bit of time left. He's like, kill me. You know, it's like, just, we need to be humane with humans as well, is all I'm saying. Like I said earlier, just a pillow. A pillow. That death rattle in his breathing.
I'm sorry. What do you want it to do? If I believe it to be true,
Our son.
The song of ice and fire. It is true. What he saw in the north, the prince that was promised.
Prince Aegon.
He unite the realm against the cold. It is you. You are the one. You must do this.
Listen how he's struggling to breathe. I hate that sound. That sound never really goes away once you hear it in person.
I understand, my king.
What did she understand? Because it didn't sound like he was making too much sense.
Oh, no more.
Wow. The way they did that at the very end, where obviously he died right there. That's what I'm taking it as, but it was focused on his face, and then it just went to black, but the sound was still in very faintly, and then it just faded out. But that's kind of what death is. You lose sight, and then all your sense of connection with the world just goes silent, and you drift. That's kind of how death is. This was a lot harder to watch than I thought it was going to be. All right, everybody. That was the House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 8. I don't know, the King of Driftmark or something like that. Really good as far as the character interactions in this episode. There was a lot of tension between... Again, we had another time jump. Another 6 years went by, and as we came back, Rhaenyra and Daemon are very close. They've had a kid or a couple kids, and they have another one on the way. They went back up to the Red Keep, and the king is just a skeleton. And Alicent and her dad is pretty much running the kingdom, and there was a lot of talk about who was going to get what once the king died, and that poor king, like, he should have just been laying in bed that whole time, but he had to get up. That scene where he walks down the hallway to the Iron Throne was just so powerful. This dude, he had better win an Emmy or some kind of award for this, because he is, especially this episode, he was acting the hell out of it. Just the way that he, like, laboriously walked up to the throne, trying to walk up those stairs. Daemon just, again, I don't think it was 100% for his brother. I think it was to get his brother on his side a little bit, but he was there to help his brother up. And once that guy was getting a little out of pocket, he just straight up took off half of his head, and that was shocking and disgusting. But the dinner scene was really good. I know the one-eyed kid, he's gonna be Aegon. I think like half of the characters in this cast is named Aegon, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be well, as we saw with the little altercation between him and Rhaenyra's kids, he's definitely going to be a thorn in their side at some point. I'm glad that Alicent and Rhaenyra kind of made up. I'm not sure if they just did that for the king's sake, because, like he said, if you're not going to do it for your king's sake, do it for this old man's sake. And I think they might have just did it for him, but it's going to be interesting now because Rhaenyra's going back down to Dragon's Reach, and the king just died. So is Alicent going to tell Rhaenyra that her dad died, or are they going to try to usurp the throne basically while Rhaenyra's away? I don't know. But again, all the praise in the world goes out to the actor who plays King Viserys, because goddamn, that was fantastic acting all throughout. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? And of course, like, the tension. The show just is masterful at that tension building. You got to let me know in the comment box down below. And if you like my reaction, want to see more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner, because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and stream barely ever. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. So if that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here on the YouTube eventually. And that's going to be about it for me for the night, guys. So thank you so very much for watching. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're going to go outside, please wear a mask. Don't be an ass. And I will see you guys next week for some more House of the Dragon. I did not put this at the title page. My bad. Anyway, take it easy, guys.
I will sit the throne.